Did you like waited to find chips to eat them right as we started?
Yes.
Perfect. There's no better way to start this episode. Welcome to another exciting edition and the finale of season 4, episode 12 of the world famous Beatcast. As always, we are brought to you by the wonderful people over at Mixwell. Use code Beatcast25 at Mixwell Worldwide to get 25% off of all of your purchases. And, you know, the lifestyle turntable brand going strong since 1997. What is the Beatcast? You might be asking. Well, if you're going to try to participate this season, too late. You got to wait until next season. What happens is a member of the community grabs the sample, puts it up on the Beatcast.com. Everyone around the world downloads it, makes a beat out of it using any equipment they want. They have 1 week. They post it 1 week later to their Instagram, upload it to the Beatcast.com, and 1 week later after that, we come together here with the world famous Beatcast.
Yo,
what's up?
How you guys doing?
I'm feeling luscious, baby.
I wanted to see you actually try to put that hat over your headphones.
It was really happening too.
Yeah. He's like, why did my fucking head got bigger? Jesus.
Have you guys ever had headphones on and then decided to like walk away?
Yeah.
Yes.
And then
yeah.
forgot that you're still plugged in?
Especially DJing. That shit.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I did that at the library and a lot of people saw it and it was so fucking embarrassing.
That's when you just leave and burn the library down, you know?
Yeah.
It's like,
that shit, like when I was in college, that was prior to Bluetooth headphones. So like anytime I was in the studio working on, you know, photography or whatever, like, or library, anywhere, I would stand up and like, oh shit, I'm connected.
You know how many headphones I had where the end was just like bent, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have other stuff like that. Just kidding. Listen.
I just walked away from it.
Ironic. That's ironic that you say that because we were just having a conversation about them being straight.
Oh man, we were. Oh my god.
When you say we, do you mean who? What name?
I think
yeah, us three.
I think I chose not to respond.
You did not. I saw your you just read it and then it just went away and I started laughing.
Unrivaled. Good conversations.
Remember when we had plans for this conversation to be completely different? We're gonna start like really well.
Like we're gonna have a good show this last show.
Nope, not happening.
It's already destroyed. We've already ruined it.
Let's give a shout out to Mark Chai and Disfunk in the chat there. What's up? I haven't seen Mark, man. Great to see you on here. It's been a while.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Do you have the sound? Do you have like the horn? Do you have the sounds?
Well, I got this.
Yeah.
That works.
In sync too. That was perfect.
Yeah, y'all.
There we go.
Well, that's cool.
Oh, new stuff.
We're all wearing hats from different labels. We have Mixwell represented by Bree. We have Trill represented by Mr. Watson. We have
What is RTC wearing? What hat?
The tattoo.
Well, I was going to tell him nice hair. You did something with your hair. It's different. Is it more pink than usual?
Yeah.
Way lush.
Catching light.
He got
That Texas sun.
Yeah. I spent time with Delvon in Texas, and you know, had to do something different for him. You know, I colored my hair for
me. Took me to the fucking most cowpoke place I had ever been out here.
No, I'm not gonna lie. Fort Worth is dope. I like Fort Worth. If it wasn't for the humidity, like I don't think I'd mind living there.
We went to a part of it that I had never been, and it was nothing but fucking cowboy hats and lifted trucks and belt buckles and fucking boots and all that shit. Like it was crazy.
Yeah, it was a really cool spot though. Like it wasn't. You had that mixed with the tourists, so it was kind of cool.
Yeah.
Was the door open?
No, I actually mentioned that. We were chilling at one of the bars, sitting there. I was like, yeah, man, if we had like that, if you had it on Spotify, because they had the jukebox, we were picking songs. Yeah. You know, you could do it through Spotify. Like if that was in there, I'd throw that shit on. Nobody would even, bat.
They wouldn't.
Yeah,
he's got it
just fit right in
out there.
Like, God damn, that's good. That's delicious.
That's a
If someone does that, I wish they would like record it and put it on camera and like
see what everyone does.
Yeah.
They'll start line dancing and shit.
And bull riding and shit. Yeah, just the whole way.
No, because I was there for a work conference. It's funny you say that because at our like final dinner, like we had a fucking like steer there that people get out and take pictures of electric bull, and there was even a fucking mule that was carrying beer around.
Jesus.
Why don't I go to these places?
Did you smack the ass?
Yeah. You know what? It's funny. I've never touched a donkey before, but they're soft, man. I didn't expect that.
All right. All right. All right. All right.
Hey, I did college well then.
You go like gentle and then you go.
Right.
Send them on their way.
Teamy1E2, thank you for following. We appreciate that. Stephen Life 1, thank you for following. And here's the thing. We have an update. So there's a battle at the end of this, and I want to tell you at the top of the show before we get there, and no one's there. The battle bracket is picked. So if you're watching this, whether it be live or you're going to see this on a replay, if you see it in a replay in the future, the episode's probably up for you in the Friendly Fade section of the playlist. But here's the bracket, which is very interesting, this bracket. We have Pablo Station going up against Little Treasures, which I think, because this is just random. I just throw the names into a randomizer, it just jumbles them, and that's it, right? And so Pablo versus Little Treasures. Arnhem Beats, who is a cat that I met at the Valley of the Beats thing, he's really good. Versus Redcon 1, so that's going to be very interesting. Sam Drumlow versus VJ Retro. And then we have Disfunk versus Noctimus Prime. And I feel like this is kind of like a cool, the way this is lined up is going to lead to an insanely good second round.
I looking at this, like I don't have any predictions for who take each one. Like
I think it's gonna be like really good. It's really good, and I'm not trying to count nobody out.
Right.
I've been listening to a lot of Sam Drumlow and Noctimus over the last and Pablo actually, but a lot of Noctimus over this last like 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I've just been banging Noctimus. All that shit.
That is exactly why none of us are the judges.
right. Because I'm like.
So none of us are judging, but our judges are Eloquent.
I wasn't paying attention. Sorry.
A beat maker's favorite. A darling of the beat making industry. Eloquent is going to be one of our judges returning as a judge. He judged with us last year, which was very nice of him. And then our returning champ. He won the Friendly Fade Series 1. Filth Spectre is going to come back in, and he's going to judge, and he's taking it very seriously. He's already sent me a few messages. He's asked a few questions. Like, he's really getting into what he's going to do as far as judging. If you want to know what they're going to be judging on, like what they're looking for, no worries. We're going to talk about that at the top of the show.
It's all going to be about aesthetics. What is in your video? Did you have the right tree in there? Did you have your flip flops on in the park? That's what we're.
Did you burn enough sage?
Yeah.
Yes.
Is there enough movement?
Has absolutely nothing to do with the music.
No, absolutely not.
Lots of belly button.
There's going to be the third judge in each round is going to be the Twitch chat. And you know what? You guys hear, it's basically just like, y'all right here. And what we can do is the chat pops up here, or the vote pops up in the chat, and you'll pick one or the other on who you think wins, and it will progress forward.
Those are
very interactive. You guys immediately drop your arms. Very interactive. So that'll be kind of cool. And then, of course, they're going to win the grand prize. All that information can be listed. Now, if you see the post that we had up on Instagram, you'll notice that was 16, and now we dropped it down to 8. Because as we got closer, we didn't want to fall short of 16, so we just decided cut it at 8, let it be what it is. Just like last year. Plus, RTC made a good point. That's easier on the producers, so they're not
a lot less. Yeah. Because you should plan on winning the whole thing, so having enough beats, but that's just the way you should go into it.
Right. It'd be nice if we could give away equipment, but as we progress into the years and this thing is generating more income, maybe we get a sponsorship with
as we get new sponsorships,
Akai, Native Instruments, talk to us. Then maybe we can give away some equipment. So that would be kind of cool. Speaking of equipment, I upgraded to the Machine Plus, the standalone, and I've only dipped a toe into that son of a bitch. But here's the thing. The homie, you know, when you were in town, Delvon, we were over at Grand Avenue, and, you know, it was the Valley of the Beats was doing their thing. And Mustafa, I had been talking with him, and he meets us down there, right? And he brought in his standalone Machine Plus. Now, Mustafa, if you guys don't know, he's a phenomenal producer. He has some crazy credits under his belts. He has more than one belt, apparently, because I pluralized that.
Multiple belts.
Yeah.
So many credits, he needs multiple belts.
He has more than one
multiple
belt.
belly buttons, too.
Not to be confused with Al's black belts.
No, not to be. Those are shorts. Moo,
and karate.
He's like, I'm selling this fucking thing. I go back and forth with Mustafa for days on this fucking thing. So I just wanted to, Moo, why? Why did you do this to me? So I go back and forth with him. Yo, are you still selling the thing? He kind of messages back. Not really wanting to sell it now, but if I do it, it's going to be for this price. I'm like, cool, let me sell my equipment, then I'll get this off you. We go back and forth. Cool, you still selling it or what? The next day, no response. He's like, yeah. Like, where are you at? He's like, where are you at? I'm like, I'm at the house. Nothing. Another day goes by. He's like, yo, are you at the house? I'm like, yes. Did you want to all the shit? I'm like, yeah. Nothing back. So I just said, fuck it. Went to Guitar Center. Shout out to my homie, Adam Osuna over at the Phoenix Guitar Center. Known the guy forever. I used to work at that Guitar Center. And he hooked me up. Even ate the tax plus the things on sale. And I got to say, that son of a bitch is cool as hell. The concept of being able to, if you're like a machine user, of being able to make your beats on the machine the same way you always have, but then just pick it up and take it to a spot and play straight from it. Why were you hoarding this secret, Delvon? Do you hate it?
I don't. I think it's cool, but I don't really use it in its standalone mode. I use it as a controller. So right. I bought a glorified MK3.
You did. You bought a very expensive controller.
I think if they yes. If
welcome to the
next iteration comes out and they make it touchscreen, and they add a little bit more heft to the hardware, I think it will. There won't be much fucking with it, but at the moment, there's a few flaws.
So I think, like you said, you mentioned earlier, like off the show, it's been around for like what 10 years. That this version,
Machine 2 has been around for I think over 10 years. Someone can
the MK2.
Confirm. No, Machine 2 as the software.
Yeah, well, I think the hardware is pretty much like has everything it needs, other than like you were saying the touchscreen, and if they wanted to add a speaker to it.
The number one complaint that I kept seeing online about it was when you start adding more tracks and you start adding plugins to it, like when you start using Massive and Contact and all that type of shit. Apparently you hit the RAM limitation or the CPU limitation in it. So you won't be able to add more to your tracks and it starts lagging really bad. I personally, again, I don't use it enough like that to know. I use it in controller mode only. So I cannot speak to that. That was the number one complaint I kept seeing. So
I loaded it up. I was like, it was crazy to be able to connect it to the internet.
Gonzi,
download shit straight to it.
I think that's also I recently started watching videos about people talking about using it. We were talking about it off the show, but as like a live beat set for performances. The other complaint that a lot of people had was this thing is damn near perfect, but it's too large. Like it's not small enough to fit in most backpacks.
But here's the problem.
Here we go.
Here's the problem, though. Like everyone's comparing. I think people are comparing it too much to the 404, which obviously is the perfect size, travel size. But like if you compare it to the MPC, live, is it the Live 2? Is that what I'm thinking? I mix them up. Okay.
Yeah.
So the Live 2, that thing's like a fucking brick. I mean, I had one. That
true, but
it's not like
that the other ones are smaller. And then you also have the One Plus, which is fucking what that thing is. That's also on sale right now.
The One Plus though is about the size of the MK3 Plus. It's almost the same.
But the One Plus
it's also
is smaller,
isn't it? It's about
but it's also fucking cheaper and it has a lot more heft to it.
It's not a standalone though, is it? The One Plus.
Can please someone confirm this so I'm not talking out of my ass? I am 99% sure it's standalone.
I thought the Live was the only one that was standalone. I could be wrong. I
want to say the One Plus is.
Yeah, because Koala, you can use it inside of your phone. So you can take that anywhere.
You're fired.
Can we all hold like how big is the machine?
Do
I'm just gonna go to Carolina in my mind.
Do it. Yeah.
I don't even know where mine's at.
Do it. This motherfucker is not small. So, and I know the fucking
it is
y'all
pretty
being
thick,
assholes.
yeah. It is thick.
It's a hefty boy.
I don't think it's like in reality. Like I think the convenience of how big the Roland is like it's not the convenience of it is not like the big
It's
thing or
not
whatever.
the size of the machine. It's the motion.
No, the frequency of your waves, right?
Okay.
Anyway,
I like that. That's
yeah. No, I think that when you're looking at the Roland, like it's kind of like a lie to you, because I mean, like any other piece of equipment in any other setting, the equipment is as big as a phone book. It always is. Especially when you do some shit.
You're dead right, because and that's the thing, right? Like, and I hear you, right? This is 2024. Yeah, we're using equipment that's almost like a hybrid. You can connect it to a computer, but if you're coming from that era where people were literally lugging around the MPC 2000 XL, and they were lugging around an ASRX Pro and all this shit, those things were huge, and you're so everything is like super convenient to me now. Like even this thing, it seemed pretty like mellow. I got a case for it, so it is still thin. It's like a thin.
This shit
device.
is missing too many fucking features to.
But you are right.
The
They
price
should
that it
integrate.
is.
You are right.
But like,
see, I got it cheap.
Too many features.
I have this feeling, whenever someone comes with their phone and they're playing from Koala, it kind of looks like, like, is he actually a producer? Like, if I'm a person that I don't know anything about the music, right? I just walk into, and if you come with like a big ass machine, I'll be like, this guy knows what he's doing.
Hey,
but that's exactly the same thing with cameras too, right?
Exactly. I was
so
just talking about this shit last night, because I was like, I'm gonna take my M50 with me. And I'm like, it looks just enough to be taken seriously versus,
Exactly.
I have a dumbass question as far as that goes. With the cameras, are there certain, and I know obviously there's different price points and shit. I don't know anything about any of that. Are there cameras that are missing like what is considered to be like industry standard features, but they're fucking expensive?
Oh yeah.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah. So you got to look at your end result. If you're doing events or just like some random stuff, if you want like a full frame, or if you want like lens, how many lenses you can utilize. I mean, most cameras have a whole litany of lenses, but it all depends on what your end result is. If you just like shooting shit.
Yeah, but nowadays you can have like the camera this size and like the lens this size, and that it does a better job than one of those like huge ass cameras that we used to have back in the days.
Is there like a Behringer for cameras? Like that off-brand, the copies.
It used to be Olympus. It used to be Olympus.
And
that used to be like
they got a better reputation though. If I'm not mistaken, aren't Olympus cameras taken more serious now than they were before?
I mean, most of them are, just because
anything really can be.
Yeah, the technology has changed, and then like how much shit you can offer at a like the barrier entry is really lower now. So it's like it's not just being manipulated by Canon and Nikon and then Sony. Like Sony is a big player now. They're like everything is real kind of neck and neck. It's kind of similar to how you have a Roland machine and a Kai. Like they're all in the same playing field. And what's the other one? Ableton. All in the same playing field. So it's like it's you can't go wrong with either one. It's all about the limitations of your imagination.
Except for when it doesn't.
After he said that, I was waiting
for
Rainbow to go over something.
Except it doesn't have fucking stem separation or real time stretch built into it. Like again, I'm down with whatever they make next. I'm interested in. I'll trade this motherfucker in and get the next iteration, but it has to have a touch screen. The shit has to have built-in stem separation. It has to have a better pattern interface. Like the sequencer on the machine is not my favorite. I obviously use this shit for everything. They got some updating to do, and the fact that we've been on the same version for fucking I think over 10 years now, like they need to step their shit up.
I think it was like 2016, 2017 maybe.
Negative. Because when I got it in 14 or 15, I was already on Machine 2.
Yeah. The funny shit is like when I got Machine 2, I was really pissed off and I thought I was getting gypped because my pads weren't changing colors. I thought my pads were supposed to change colors.
Were you using MK1 or MK2?
MK1.
Gotcha. That's what I started with.
Yeah, I bought the 2 and later. Now I got I don't. Do I have 3? Yeah, I got 3.
So Gandhi was saying there was a guy at the Open Ox event that was finger drumming on the phone. I can't imagine doing that. I just feel like there's no grip on there.
What he's saying, I get where he's coming from.
Yeah.
But what to Ellen was saying, like, if you're if you do not understand the concept of it, if you walk in and you got a fucking Android phone and you plug it into an aux, they're gonna look at you crazy. If you pull a fucking iPhone up and you hook it up to an aux, they're gonna look at you crazy. If you even if you don't know anything, you walk in with this, like, people,
you look like you know what the fuck you're doing.
You look like you know what you're doing, even if you don't. You just look like it because you invested money into equipment. It's kind of like we had a conversation before about, like, with the gatekeeping shit. Like, oh, you use this, we don't take you serious. But now people with Koala get taken serious because we hear the result of that shit.
You know, but that's really on the back of the better Koala producers.
Correct.
Right. I was going to say that also is a limitation, because the guys that are better at Koala, they also have a good working knowledge of, you know, studio software, studio equipment. So that
from somewhere else.
They can walk into a room and, you know, tell the engineer what they would like and how they want to do this and do that, and they can have that conversation versus the guy who's just like, okay, I sent you the waves, and you want me to send them an email, or you want me to, you know, like, it's you know, that part right there, I think that really should be highlighted and discussed, is that most of these cats, most bedroom producers in general, they're better now, but for a long time, cats didn't know anything about anything. They just knew how to make something.
All of us have fucking seen people that are on Instagram where they have 7 fucking pieces of gear and their beats sound like shit, just to be completely fucking upfront. Like, I have seen people perform where they will use one machine just for like a hi-hat, another one for just a snare, and you're like, yo, you have spent fucking $8,500 on equipment, but you can't even make something cohesive. You know what I mean? But then there's other people that got Koala and they make ridiculous shit.
But see, the same shit can be said about anybody else who has Omnisphere, who purchased Omnisphere, and they purchased Waves and any other like plugins and all that stuff. And Omnisphere, what, it's like $600-700, right? At one point, like, you know, if you're buying software,
or you can get it for free, like they'll buy.
Question, stupid question: is there anyone with Koala that we know kind of made it, you know, like is doing some shit that's, I don't know.
No, not yet.
Not off the top of my head.
Yeah.
But you got guys that use it, like DiBiase, you know, he uses it, but it's one of like 20 different things he uses. But
correct.
I don't know if he's
like
done
a
like
mainstream producer who's like doing studio records.
Yeah.
Or even by MCs buying the shit. I think that some cats are buying beats that are made.
It is great though, in the sense that that's the first thing I recommend to like my friends' kids. I'm like, when they want to get into making beats, I'm like, try Koala, see if you like making beats, because that's a $5.
I mean, Madlib made Bandana all on an iPad. I don't remember what app he used, but he made the entire Bandana album off an iPad.
Either was it iMachine?
I mean, you can.
It was some shit like that.
It was something along the lines of that. It was big deal.
It was machine.
Well, he
said Tatsumaki, but I and this, please, this is not disrespect to him. I like, obviously we know him, but I think she more so means like a fucking like, a dude like
you've produced for
Drake of fucking, I don't know, the
someone
Drake
was making a lot of money.
Correct.
Someone was actually making money.
No disrespect to him. That dude is ridiculous. But I think we mean someone that is like a fucking mainstay, or like a Metro Boomin of
like 20 G's
Koala.
or 30 G's a beat type.
Correct.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, is there a person that was noticed by someone and was like, hey, you're doing this on the phone? Like,
it probably is. It probably is. He's ghost producing for, you know, your favorite producer,
Dr. Dre.
Situation.
Yeah, Dr. Dre.
But then, like, we can maybe look at it differently because it's such an innovative thing. Like, for example, let's say Impression. He probably makes money out of sponsorships, and like, you know, like
correct.
Different people would send him stuff, and he's making money out of doing that. But that's a different kind of, you know, he's not gonna be.
Different kind of recognition.
This is also a new thing. Like, all that shit is within the last 5 years. So you got to think, like, again, you have now it's a little bit different, but you have a lot of motherfuckers that'll see somebody using a phone and they're just like, bro, are you serious right now? Again,
you know, that'll change though. I think like when Impression and cats like Tatsumaki come together and start producing for bigger, you know, MCs, and then they find out, oh, these motherfuckers made that shit on Koala. That's why Koala should really be funding those dudes to try to get them out front. You know, if I was working at Koala, like on that side of it, I'd be like, hey, we should probably be trying to partner with these cats, you know,
sponsored shows and shit like that. They need to be doing something bigger.
I mean, because the barrier to entry is so low, it's a $5, entry, and everyone has a phone. For that app, anyways, for that piece of equipment or whatever you want to call it, you're going to get a lot more beginners and a lot of more people who are just dipping into like what is beat making, which is great, but if you have people who are making beats at that level, you should get them out front, for a million reasons.
So, like, why has it been 5 years and there's nothing going on yet? Like, there's
most likely because Koala's the only app that does it like that. And I think the people, I'm just talking, from what I noticed, I don't think the people at Koala are putting resources into getting them out in the forefront with their name on their back.
I think they just they were like, look how much money we just made. Fucking crazy.
What's different too is that back in the day when we had the revolution from NPCs, ASRs to like the machines and whatnot and DAWs, like you had established producers that moved on and started using those things. It's weird that right now we don't have established producers that are moving on and like doing things on the phones, except for how Ganzi brought up.
But you want to know something about what I think too? I think we got to think about there's a demographic that pushes the meter, or pushes the culture along, and that demographic isn't our group. It isn't like lo-fi, jazzy, eclectic. It isn't those cats. It's the cats that are like rapping about mundane street or
you're saying like trap shit.
Trap dudes, those dudes. When you get one of those guys, well though.
But BandLab is doing well. I like when the fucking MPC Renaissance came out in 2009, the push that they were doing was you had DJ Premier, Pete Rock, Q-Tip. They were doing showcases with this new machine that was a blend of hardware with software, and they were fucking pushing it out there.
That's to make also coming from a 20-year history, though. They already have it's a mainstay. All these artists have been.
They have a little bit more money to put in.
Yeah, but not just money, but the momentum of it's a mainstay in the culture. Like if you go to anybody's lab, that's what they had. They had this brand. This brand has always been around. This brand is pushing. This brand is attached to. You can't say Akai and not think hip hop. Think
that's true, but they didn't have a good reputation during that time period. Akai was not like we're looking. Obviously, they had fucking knocks out the park, right? They had a 3000, 2000 XL, 2000. Like they had all that shit
even before that.
Yeah, but definitely. Like with the first and then the MK2 of the 60, like those did well, but when you start thinking about like the 4000 and the 5000 and the 1500, those did not have a good reputation during that time period. Like that's when Roland was really starting to take over. You know what I mean? And a lot of people were like, Akai, what is your response to this? That's why Machine took off, because a lot of people were like, yo, we want something different from this fucking mainstay company. And then you had these other companies that stepped in that did what they were doing, but better. So
Akai was a little behind there for a while.
Yeah.
But then they definitely, got ahead.
The environment though has changed too with producers, where they used to be in that space. You had cats like Kanye. You'd see studio footage of him on mainstream television using an MPC 2000 XL and shit like that. But that's the thing. So if I say, right, like if I were to say SP 1200 to you guys, what producer do you immediately think of?
Pete Rock,
Large Pro,
Premiere or something like this.
Yeah.
If I say like ASR 10, who do you think of?
No ID, Kanye, Alchemist.
Right. So if I say Koala, who do you think of?
Man, it's going to be all the people that are in our circle.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why Koala. That's why I'm saying Koala needs to get somebody in placements. See, because if they get somebody to get those type of artists in a position or a placement that's in a mainstream environment, that's going to change the trajectory of Koala for sure.
I think that along with, like you were saying, get someone like Tatsumaki up there and out front with it too. Start putting some money behind.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, because when you see them, then they'll become synonymous with it. Right now, as we said it, you think of those cats. But I'm saying as soon as those guys are mainstream, then you will have, I think, that crossover where everyone's going to be like, what is he using? Because I have a phone.
Yep.
So, Koala, you owe us for this thing $45.99.
But I also think it's a little different. I think, too, with Koala, there is... Oh, shit.
Whoa.
I accidentally hit the volume.
It was aggressive.
I really want.
I want to make a point.
So with Koala, there's a huge gap between people that really aren't that good and like people that are really fucking amazing at it, and there's a lot less of that middle like there is with all other pieces of gear and all other DAW.
Prot just made a very good point.
The Prot's point. That's the one.
Your mic got louder.
Your mic's too loud, and RTC, your mic's too quiet.
Too quiet. Okay.
Oh, so that's Prot just made a point. He just said that it doesn't have a sound. It's technology.
Well, I don't know because it doesn't have like its sound, like, you know, whatever the, you know, converters you are using or anything like that. But at the same time, you have people who have created their style like that off of that's kind of a koala style that you would think, that's a koala type. You know,
but do you think like a person who's like mastered koala can jump on like really good equipment and do the same shit?
I think the workflow is so different that it wouldn't necessarily be. Exactly. It's like if someone got used to only working with a DAW, right? Mm-hmm. They would have the ability based off of them using that. They could jump to something else modern that's more hardware based, but still make it work. As where someone going off of a phone, I don't know if they could pick up a more standalone based piece of equipment and then be able to work it. I think there would be a lot more frustration in it.
So imagine an artist who sees Tatsumaki and he's like, "Hey, I really love your style. I would like you to produce more, do anything with my music, right?" And he's like, "I have the studio. I want you to come in and do the magic." Then Tatsumaki comes with his phone.
I think he could because he's familiar with hardware though.
But also too, one of the bigger things I think that like we got to really like kind of acknowledge too though, the whole with the koala thing is similar to like with the 404. It's its own culture. It's its own thing where like, you know, we go to see, you know, a DJ play music, you know, we're 90% there for the DJ. Like, so if you're there for the producer, but also too, it's like, I'm in on this koala shit. So like, you know, cause like a lot of these cats don't even need, we're doing it right now. We don't even necessarily need rappers or people on the songs to provide lyrics. So it's like,
amen.
That's a good point. But I also think the other part of that is like, you do have two different types of DJs. I was having this conversation last night. Like I went to a spot while Al had messaged me, and the dude literally walked away from his set because he was DJing off of his laptop. Oh. But if you got a dude that's DJing and he only knows wax, he's gonna understand Serato better than a guy that only does Serato jumping over to wax.
Yeah,
just saying.
Yeah, the 100%. That's the thing about using those two examples, Tatsumaki and Impression. Both of those cats understand hardware, which is what we were saying earlier. I think the talent with those two is intrinsic and not extrinsic.
I don't think Impression.
I think it's going to take a Ninth Wonder type person, Koala, to do what he did for Fruity Loops, where he was going into a major studio with, you know, his laptop. Like it's gonna take someone like that. But
I'm just saying, from the point of view of a person hiring someone like that, just would they be like, yeah, I'll let you do everything on the phone, you know? Would they be willing to do that, or is that like?
I don't see why not, because most of the shit that's done today is on a DAW. Like, so you're gonna be able to transfer, you know, Koala shit over to Ableton or fucking FL or Logic or whatever Pro Tools, whatever it is. You're gonna be able to do that, as opposed to if we had to export Koala to fucking something physical and it was only physical, that would be more difficult. But since all this shit,
nobody wants anything that's all physical. You know, you want some investment into it, because if there's investment into it, then you putting your hands away and like connecting to it. You know,
where are you putting your hands at?
You go ahead. Give us a demonstration.
Or did you go like this?
Yeah,
they went like this.
That's so nice. That's soft. Ganji Supreme, thank you for subscribing. This is your 5th month. He says, "Salute Beatcast." Appreciate that.
Also, I didn't mean to make anyone angry. You know, I was just curious about those things. Like, how would you?
No, that was a good ass point.
That was very good.
Yeah.
You know, anything to get these engines moving. You know.
So, speaking of engines, one of the things that drives the Beatcast is Patreon.com. everybody over there at the wonderful space of, and I mean everybody, not everybody, over there at patreon.com who subscribes at any level is directly supporting the Beatcast, because all this shit, even the fucking thing that, I swear to God, I wish I was smart enough to come up with this stuff, but there's a company, right, called Ninja Forms, and they do a bunch of craziness that enables when you upload your video to our website for it to somehow end up in the back end of our folders and stuff. I don't know how any of this shit works. Fuji did it, but it costs money. And so all that kind of shit helps out a lot.
Maybe he's just charging you and saying there's
He's like,
this company.
Yeah.
Maybe
Fuji's not really your friend.
And he's using the money to go climbing.
Yep.
There it is. There it is. He does do that climate stuff. So real quick,
they said grinding. I was like, what?
Hey,
that grinding
if Fuji needs to grind, man, you let him grind. However he needs to.
Yeah,
Let
them thighs out.
Oh, all right. This just took a turn.
When we were having dinner, he had the short time. It was funny.
We love you, Fuji.
he man spreads a little too much. So here we go. I did that to myself. You got the music? Thank you.
I was waiting for him.
Scolezzi, signed by Beats. I try not to comment. Which are you still alive? Try not to comment. Are you just auto pick? All into zone. Kes Yago, V Train, Delvon Watson, RTC Shogun, Jay Linga, Q No Rap Name. Who is this? Press Rewind. Zilla Beats, Filth Spectre, Little Treasures, who's in the battle, Mark Chai, Pablo Station, who's in the battle, Prot, Messy Goodness, Beatsmith Mador, Toby Tobe, which is Disfunk, I Am a Say, D0, Gonzi Supreme, XG, Ashley Starr, DJ Bad DJ, Greg Starr, Ul Faid, Tsunami Tracks, Redcon 1, who's in the battle, Ant Architecture, Dragon Heat Beats, Sam Drumlow, who is in the battle, and Noctimus Prime, who is in the battle.
Hold it now.
Thank you guys.
Copyright strike. Copyright strike.
I think that was short enough. We'll get away with it.
Yeah. With that being said, is there any other pressing issues? You guys want to talk a little bit about highlights?
What's on the back next to your bed? What are those?
This?
Did you have a long night?
Words.
Yeah. That is a delicious alcoholic beverage. If you look just above RTC's new haircut, you'll see them as well.
Hey, I could have did the same shit.
You could.
I know. I'm about to go run out. Just, you know what? Fuck this. I'll be right back.
So she brings up a great point. For our next
Comes
season,
back drunk.
we could do like a soft, introduction.
Can we wait for the other guys to come back?
Sure.
Let's just pause.
We'll just talk about.
Let's just play the music again.
Sure. Would you like to find yourself in a situation that you can't get out of without help?
I think this is the music I actually was supposed to use for the Patreon, not the Wii one.
Yeah.
Maybe you go to your car late at night and you're not sure if anyone's following you. The last thing you want to do is turn around and take a look. But in all actuality, you are probably being followed. We have a weapon for that. We just got somebody subscribed to us during this.
They're like, I'm into this.
This is good.
This is quality content right
This
here.
is quality content.
You're like, what the fuck is this? I want this.
The thing about Bree is he'll probably have to go like to another section of Chicago to get his fucking.
Why do I feel like because he did a tour of you did your tour of your spot one time. I felt like it was like 5 stories, like you going up and down.
Stories, yeah.
It is, man. Like it's big. I got it upstairs and shit.
You got the basement, like the lower basement,
right?
3 stories above that.
The servant quarters.
Anybody want to grab one of them? Go in and grab one.
Me?
So. No,
My
well,
stuff is at your place because they send it to your place because they don't ship to Canada.
You can't drink it on the fucking show, but that's it right there. So Beatbox has sponsored the Beatcast. Thanks to Elena. Elena did that to us. And So now we have this cool sponsorship with them. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's 11. Right. Drink responsibly. We're not. So next season you'll see some content come out from them, and yeah, dude, pretty cool company, doing some pretty nice things. And they deal with like the NFL and shit. They're huge. So for them to be messing with a little old project like this, the sky's the limit. So here we go. Is your beat in there, Zilla? Yes. Here's the more important question. Yeah, see, the fear wash over his eyes because I noticed it wasn't in the folder. Let's get right into some beats. But before we do, and for the last time this season, I give you this.
The Beatcast is brought to you in part by Mixwell Worldwide, the turntable and lifestyle brand going strong since 1997. Patreon. Our patrons directly support the Beatcast. Choose a tier that works best for you and receive items like merch, exclusive sample packs, as well as a direct shout out in our live shows. Patreon.com/The Beatcast. Picking up some new equipment. A portion of anything you purchase through our Zounds affiliate link located on our website at thebeatcast.com will directly go to support the Beatcast project.
Oh shit! How'd they get there?
First one is Tonight Crawler.
Waiting for Del Bond to roll up in that video and knock the push over.
That's hard.
Usually has a trash bag.
Nice quick cleanup.
I like that punchy kid.
Yeah. Drums are nice.
Real dope. Hey, you know what though?
What's up?
Before we continue, because normally we go beat to beat, like right after the beat. However,
we didn't talk about the sample.
We did not talk about that sample.
Is that what you were thinking?
That sample was chosen by. Well, first off, we're now listening to the final season 4, episode 12, and the sample was chosen by Coco, DJ Coco from Grand Avenue Records. It's Jerusafunk, Sun, and Roy Flynn is the name of the track that was chosen. And you know what's cool about this is these guys are from Arizona. They put this record out. They're really good. Would you call them a jam band?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they're insanely talented. It was really fun doing this because, you know, they're like from a few of our neck of the woods. And they were all in the comments, like the actual, we never had that happen before where the actual artists were sampling is like engaging with this.
I think because most artists we sample are probably dead too.
That's fucking true, yeah.
We're like in Europe somewhere. Like,
yo, that was morbid as shit.
They're either dead or like don't realize they ever put out a record, you know? Like,
we should do like field trips to graves of people that we did samples from.
It's probably good that they don't, because they probably want money from us.
Yeah.
Because he's like, I'm on break from AutoZone. Fuck you. Pay me.
But you know what? We got homeless people.
From the stuff we put out. Success. Oh, you submitted it. Okay. RTC, can you get it?
I don't like how you stole my shit. I told you I screenshot it just in case you're like, yo, I didn't get it. That's why I do
this
that.
This dude didn't submit it. So this guy over
there. You know why? I was so overwhelmed with the joy of your company.
Aw.
That it just
we did have a good time. That was a fun week, huh? We hung out pretty tough, dude. We were just like going around doing stuff, but nobody fucking cares.
That was a good time. Delvon.
Right, and there's no pictures of it.
Right? Yeah, there's no proof.
I'm not good with pictures or anything.
I don't give a shit about pictures. Like I just don't give.
And there was a steer involved. There was bull riding involved, and no pictures.
Yeah.
Well, he wasn't there for that.
Oh, that's smart. Zilla said, "I want a QR code on my tombstone so people can hear my shit." That's good.
That's a fucking genius idea.
That's really cool. It feels like artists. Oh no, it's okay. But it was getting darker and darker.
Yeah, I know. I thought the same thing. I was like, he was fucking summoning something.
This is because my screen brightness is 100% on my computer. So when I go to the submissions where it's all in black. It's like dark mode. So
we were in this dark ass bar. RTC pulled his fucking phone out, and I swear it looked like someone let the sun in. I was like, God damn, what is happening?
Like Jesus walked in or something.
Shit was great. Like as soon as he did it, he was just like, yeah, real quick. And then he fucking lifted that phone, and I swear he just lit the club up. It was wild.
A chorus singing and shit. It's all,
tried to take a video at Avril Lavigne's concert, and he was using Flash.
Yo, this will help the quality.
From like
192 yards away. He just thought that shit was. I didn't see his phone.
Before we even get any further in here, I'm not embarrassed about the Flash. I want to explain why I was at an Avril Lavigne concert. It wasn't my choice. Okay,
this goes double for both of us.
Would you like to explain?
What the fuck did Bree just sniff? I'm sorry. What just happened?
Yeah, he pulled something away from his nose.
This is gonna make.
Oh my god, it's drugs.
This is gonna make you laugh. I tasted my nuts, and they tasted like.
All right, All right, RTC, go ahead and say whatever you needed to say. We'll just stop there. I need RTC to just go ahead and
blowing on my nuts.
Hold on a second. Hold on a second. This is Second VR. By the way, he submitted this today, I think. That's late. That might be
crazy. He got his beat in before some other people did.
That's embarrassing.
He got his beat in today and still beat Bree, dude.
Man, you cannot trust those people. You know what I mean?
What do you mean?
That wear wigs?
Those people.
Those people?
Yeah, Breeze people.
Dude, we can't say that as white guys.
Hey, somebody is always like, that white guy always talks shit. I'm like, there's only one.
Yeah.
It's like, no, there's two.
I may look white, but
there's only one. And they're talking about Delvon.
Yeah.
You mean
I like the subtle smooth.
Yeah.
Jet Stream Jesus.
That's a name.
it is.
That was dope.
Man,
I thought that was Terrence's, right? Does he have something like that?
His is nicer.
Shots fired.
No, it's more complete. It's more
done. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I've
was
only
my buddy
seen like a
Klinger.
snippet of it. No disrespect, Terrence.
Yeah. Terrence's is tight, and then Klinger is my buddy that we hopped in his for that one, and then Conrad has one as well, I believe. Like those dudes are all into that kind of shit. But yeah, so tonight crawler.
Yeah, the percussions on that shit was dope. That was real good.
Also,
that
reminds me he got his shit back together too, right? Because
yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Nah, shout out to him for making that happen. That sounded like some Bad Meets Evil type shit. Like something that fucking Royce and M, like some good production from the both of them. They can actually rhyme on and say some cool shit.
Really dope. And then we had, and this is like, I want to say second VR's maybe first one of this season, but because he usually does VR beats, you know?
Nah, he submitted some other shit.
Did he this season?
Yeah, we one of his other beats that he played was like one of our top five.
Top five?
Yeah.
Still gonna do that, sure.
Definitely.
Real slow and moody, kind of sultry, and it's really good.
That's like Fuji's Ready or Not type shit.
What is it, Ready or Not?
Yeah, like by the Fugees. It reminded me of that. Like
Jet Street Jesus. I believe this is their first time submitting. I feel like they like leaned into the sample heavy on that one, which is really cool,
100%.
Welcome to the Beatcast. Hopefully you'll continue submitting beats. Maybe you'll be with us in season 5.
We need a Jesus on the show.
Definitely need Jesus. That's why Bree disappeared.
Yeah, he's out. He probably drank one of those beatbox that just downed it. It's 11.1% alcohol.
Fucking
and then just ate his weed.
That's
all his
He snipped his nuts and ate his weed.
Oh my god!
Nuts, ate his weed, snorted Kool-Aid, and screamed into a sandwich and went.
Oh, that was.
Fake dog, no love.
I like that. I really did that one.
Completely different pocket for him. Man.
Yeah,
that shit. And the crazy thing is, it was definitely signature, but it was also a completely different pocket. That shit was dope.
That was more like it reminded me like some early 2000s underground, like California type interlude stuff.
Yeah, really good shit. Press Rewind, super consistent with this stuff. And then your boy cruising around with his buddy.
I really love what you've been doing lately, with a little bit more, minimalist on the production and stuff like that. Just kind of sitting there. I mean, you had a lot going on with it, but it wasn't. It was just sort of sitting in the pocket, and you put exactly what you needed in there.
Yeah, it opens it way the fuck up. It's not it's not like diluted or anything like that. It's got a lot of fucking open space, but it's like it's also dope to listen to. Like, I don't know, you checked off multiple boxes, sir.
Oh shit! Well, thank you. Yeah, I'm definitely trying to top 5. I'm definitely trying to get minimal is what you're saying there, and that's what I'm going for. Is try to like mellow it out. Loading up a couple, like 5 more beats here. 1, 2, 3, 4.
You guys find it hard not to overproduce, like to cut back, be like, no, this is enough. Because I get in those modes sometimes, or especially when I'm working on the beat for like more than an hour, where it's like I just keep layering. Like I'll be adding like, oh, let me add this little synth piece or do this, like where I feel like it's just never done. There's more you could add to it.
Yeah. I feel like I sometimes have to hold back from trying to, because like the very first time we did all this, the first season of Study School Beats, I was trying to use so many parts of the sample to show like what could be done. And then in the end, some of my buddies who were like giving me some constructive feedback were like, do less. They're like, I'm doing too much. So I was like, okay. So
me personally, I try to make like I'm working on making shit more dynamic. That way, I have this thing where like it has to appeal to people with a very short attention span, just because like that's the fucking nature of how music is now. Yeah. So I try to do that, but I also try to make sure that it's dynamic while it's on, so it keeps your attention. it's like a fucking blend of those two things battling, but I try not to do that. I think I'm decent at it, but yeah, because we hear some of the shit that gets played on here, and I'm like, how the fuck did you make all of that happen within such a short amount of time?
Yeah.
So I try to make sure that I'm
exactly.
We're done.
Let's move on. You know, and the thing about it is too is that, and that harkens back to the reason why that minute matters. You know, because I'll get messages from people who will be like, "Hey, just so you know, I submitted this like 3-minute one, or I submitted 4 beats, and each one is like a second." And I'm like, "That's not the challenge, though. The challenge is, can you do this in a minute?" You know,
correct.
Like, yeah, we could all do that. We could all make a bunch of beats and go crazy, and that's cool. But yeah, what can you do? What do you want to showcase? What is the one you want to submit that says what you're trying to say with the beat in that small window of time?
And also, it's like a limitation that you put on it to make sure that you get the most out of what's going on. It makes the flow of the show better.
Oh,
there's a lot of benefits to making to condensing it down. You know what I mean? And I know like sometimes people will go over for a few seconds. I know I'm especially on this one. Like I think I'm at like 112 on this one, but yeah, I try to always make sure that every single, like when I'm making some shit, even if it's multiple beats, I'm always of the mind like, yo, this shit's got to be within that minute. You know what I mean?
You know what I do to make sure? I set my logo or whatever in the video tracks at the exact time, and then I snap everything to the logo. That way I know it's always at the same exact time.
That's really smart.
The beat, if it gets cut off, that's like whatever, it cuts off. Like sometimes it's not going to land on a perfect loop around to the beginning, but it's like gives a shit,
Yeah.
All right, let's keep it running. Bree is dead to us. He is gone now.
He's laying in a pile of
vomit.
He's snow angeling in the weed right now.
He did not make it. And somebody said something. Oh, Zilla. I don't know if you're saying Ohm as in Ohm, the MC, my homie from Avenue, but that was actually Fuji. That was Fuji, not Ohm. They don't all. I know what you're trying to.
Yo, chill. You're gonna get this shit canceled.
If anyone says anything, that other white guy on the show said it down there.
Oh man.
No, Ohm and Fuji would both think that's hilarious. All right. This is
man, fucking drums.
This is reminiscing.
Fucking dope.
Yes,
100% about that ganja Sufi shit. 100%. That would be fucking perfect for that dude, man.
That was
my god!
To do it too, to show more than one. How he's like labeling them. Yeah. Like this is the first one. This is the second flip. That one goes on further too. I think there's another flip. So to see the whole thing, check out his Instagram. But we're gonna come back and chat. That was Reminiscy. We'll chat about that. DJ Retro. He's in the battle.
That's dope.
This is R.C. Peters.
Fucking dope, man.
Always says
That's pretty good.
comes out your mouth.
This is messy goodness.
Mama always said, watch what comes out your mouth.
Fucking dope.
Really cool, yeah. That was good.
It's the final episode of the Beatcast, bitch. Season 4, episode 12, Motherfuckers. Did you think we were done? Part 2.
Look at that boy doing his thing.
Fuck.
That shit was tight, dude.
That second beat, you know that that Instagram story thing that was going around, like post a beat that made you just like nod your head, or was it like that one right there? It was like, fuck.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Well, we'll circle back around. So Reminisce up first.
Fucking dope.
I love this one. This one.
Oh man.
This one like totally.
Oh man.
Reminisce killed it, man.
That number 3 one, man. Oh shit. Top 5.
Like if you listen to that whole album, like you could hear that, like that would fit just right in there, you know. Like even like a true remix of one of those songs.
So fucking dope.
Really good Reminisce. He's in the chat as well too. That shit was fucking dope.
That's dope.
Dude. Real good. I really like the idea too of putting like he like sectioned them up, like the way he flipped it a few different ways with like labels and shit. DJ Retro, hard hitting,
Kick flipping.
Something I could definitely hear like Ghostface on.
Capadonna. That's the first person I thought of when I heard that shit.
For sure. Yeah, it does have that like that Pillage era. That shit.
Yep. Yeah.
That was a good record. And then we had Marcy Peters, kind of like an airy, like almost. It fits the video. Like
Yeah.
vibe.
It's total Sperry Topsider.
I like the fact that you can tell he's having fun with it too. You know?
Yeah, that one it's tropical as fuck. That shit.
Yeah, I told him it could even be playing at a lounge next to the beach. That would be cool.
Yeah. Very cool, man. And then we had. I love the direction that Messi's going with his beats.
This is pretty chill for Messi.
Yeah. So trip hop feel on this. I like.
Yep. I like how he took the aesthetic of the original and then like made his own version of it. That shit is so dope right there.
Yeah. And the J with the Damager like samples drop was perfect.
Yes, sir.
Bree just died again. He's gone. Rest in peace.
No, I'm not.
Aw. And then
it's the final episode of the Beatcast, bitch.
This guy.
Yeah, dude.
Season 4, episode 12. Motherfuckers. Fuckers.
This like whole almost like chip tune delivery. That coupled with,
Yeah. The first one was dope. The second one was fucking. This is my jam right there.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Fucking cool.
Thank you. I appreciate
Yeah,
that.
and with that chiptune type stuff, it's like you hear so many people doing it wrong where it just doesn't sound good. Like you did good job with that one.
You did real good.
Yeah, you did really well, dude. Hey, if you were here right now, I'd give you a really strong neck hug.
Oh,
Really strong.
oh, there you go.
For the end of the season too. Oh my gosh! On top of that, because I mean, every time I sit down, I think about you because I'm like, I hope he's comfortable.
Yo, all right.
I hope he's comfortable.
You can go in for the cheek kiss too,
like this, like
cheek to cheek.
RTC already kissed him and hugged him on the electric
Yeah.
boat. They did all of that. We just don't have
like-
proof.
That's why there was no pictures. We didn't need that.
It's like
shit
a
getting
double
out there.
team bull ride.
Yo, that's unacceptable.
it was a face. It was a face to face. It was a face to face. Yeah. Everybody shit. Everybody stopped and watched. Like, whoa.
Fucking
I don't
great.
know, man. That's a face-to-face tandem bull ride.
I don't think that would fly in Fort Wayne.
Fort Wayne.
Fort Worth.
He pulled out his belt. He put his belt out like that's too far. That's too far.
Get off the bull now. Get down. Anywho,
Oh shit.
really good stuff. Let's keep running.
Thank you.
Let's go. Zilla.
Oh, here we fucking go.
These drums. This shit is dope.
Marcus.
A lot of these cats won't. A lot of these cats. A lot of these cats. A lot of these cats won't stop the hate. Here's a
actually made on a 1200?
He's a gearhead. He really is a gearhead.
That's dope. That's dope.
Nice off of hell, cause we stay like that. Nice off of hell, cause we stay like that. Nice off of hell, cause we stay like that.
Yo, if we do another event and he walks up, I'm gonna fucking lose it.
Nice off of hell, cause we stay like that. Nice off of hell, cause we stay like that.
Fucking dope. Oh no, is it silent? Oh no.
Let's all sing.
Oh no.
He submitted his video without audio. That's unfortunate.
Oh
UI audio.
no.
UI audio. If you're in the chat, resubmit your beat. I'll see if I can get it in there.
Steeping life on the beat. Cornerstone at the forefront.
Beautiful life.
Oh shit. Oh my god. Fucking baseline.
Beautiful life.
Top 5.
That shit was
Top 5, for sure.
This is, I want to say country.
With a K?
It's cxn.try.
It's country.
Oh man.
This is really good. I got it.
Yeah, country boy. I like that.
This shit is so fucking cool.
Yeah, this is fun.
This shit right here, the visual for Koala, that's where that shit separates itself from a lot.
It's so fucking easy to use too.
I need to get back into it.
Like I said, the only shit I don't understand is the fucking that other plugin page. I don't get it. But that right there is a type of example of Koala needing to get with fucking producers
like
to
country.
give people yes.
Yeah.
Like get with people like that. Get with people and fucking blow that shit up. Koala can be so much bigger than it is.
Here's what you do. Koala. Hi. My name's Alan. I'm from Phoenix, Arizona. Currently, I have a day job, but I do this little project on the side called the Beatcast. But I'm willing to contract with you to A&R for some of these artists that are more prevalent musicians in your industry. You haven't reached out to them as far as I know.
This is a clip.
Hire me. I'll reach out to these guys. Watch. Country's in the chat. Country, would you like to work directly with Koala in a hand-in-hand sponsorship, as it were?
Soviet villain too.
He's in.
Yeah, I was like, hey, over here spamming Koala game.
Wait a minute. Wasn't this Delvon's idea though?
Maybe.
That's what the white man does. They just take shit and go.
Columbus it.
Yeah.
And then Remy over there is like, stop it! This is my job.
No, Alan.
No, Al. Yeah,
do it. Stop it.
How the fuck would he say it? What the hell? Why do you do this?
Why did that involve me? Why did you bring me in?
Oh my god.
Okay, Koala. No. Just kidding. But also not kidding. Hire me and I'll fucking reach out to these guys and manage the situation. Listen, this beat right here. How do you take a song that's this well produced and then produce it really well on top of it? You know what I'm saying? The way that he did, and add elements to it that is needed. He probably knows these guys. Do you know these guys, Zelda? Have you jammed with him?
That would be funny.
He turned this shit into.
You just brought him in to replay it.
Yeah, yep.
Exactly.
Probably, yeah.
No stem separation. He said, "Fuck it, get the boys on the record button and let's go."
I've been like playing Zilla's Unlimited Sauce all week. It's fucking good. Like, it's really good.
Yeah,
that dude is unreasonably good.
Because I only heard all those beats kind of because he used all the whatever he made on the Beatcast and he put it as a album and probably a bunch of other stuff in there. But I only heard snippets of it, so like, a minute. But then when you listen to the whole album, it's just like so fucking
especially
cohesive.
with a cat like that, because he can build it out in so like with such there's movements and transitions and shit like that.
Yeah.
What is it? What's his Spotify? Is it Zilla Beats?
Mm-hmm.
All right, yeah. Search for that Unlimited Sauce record on there, and he's a bunch of other stuff too. Really good. And then we had Vargas using the vocal sample.
He really is a gimme. That's dope. That's
I wonder if he puts those vocal samples in the SP or if he does that after the fact.
I am so curious about that dude's like production process. I want him to make a video showing how he does it.
That would be cool.
Field trip.
Field trip? Nah, I would be too scared to fucking be in that dude's like in that dude's room. That shit would be terrifying. You bump into something, it's just gonna cost fucking $13,000 worth of equipment.
I thought you were going more like barbarian movie kind of vibes, where you're like afraid to go.
I don't want to do it. Nah. That's a fucking dope movie, by the way.
And I love it when people use vocal samples straight from the show. That's pretty cool.
Yep.
It's always
It is. It is flattering.
It is. This one seems like it's going to be great, but there's no audio.
I said we can all try to like someone can do drums,
Sure.
We can all try.
We could have tried. We could have.
Bree could beatbox. Like, you just do the whole shit.
You know what? I wonder if
we can do the vocal.
He don't care. He's asleep.
I don't mind doing vocal. I'm very vocal.
But my beatbox idea wasn't good.
No,
it's good. Damn. It should be a combination.
You're right. It's great.
Hey. The UI audio cat though is really good. He's the dude that did that one video we kept playing back in the day. It was the other guy we replayed it. You reminded us, Delvon. Where it had the ninja in there. That shit was fucking phenomenal. So
yeah.
Definitely check out his page. This guy. And this was
Stephen Life on the beat.
Stephen Life on the beat. That's their first time submitting to the Beatcast, right?
Top 5.
Was it their first time?
I believe so.
Yeah,
I don't remember the name.
I don't remember it.
He's in. I believe he's in the chat.
Steven?
Tell us
Speak
now.
up. Stand up and speak
We're gonna
up.
wait for you to answer.
We'll just keep playing this hawk over and over. No, I don't think he's here. But also, what's up, James Taylor? I know that guy. But welcome to the Beatcast. Oh, no! Cover your ears. Yeah, that's loud. And then we had this guy, and this is really fucking good. Country.
Yeah.
Were you gone for this RTC? You gotta step away.
Yeah.
Listen to this.
Who's that?
This is country.
Yeah, this is good. This is good. Yeah,
Real mellow, real smooth.
Yeah. That shit's up there.
Country's in the chat as well. Welcome to the Beatcast. I think that's their first time submitting as well. So welcome to the Beatcast. Hope you continue to participate and join us in season 5 in January.
Do you do that on purpose?
When I make the hawk pop up?
No, when you can be like they or them.
Oh, like instead of just saying names?
Yeah.
Why would you ask that shit on here out loud? Why would you do that?
Dude, how many things do I say out loud that I probably like?
No, that right there. If he says the wrong thing, this whole shit's gonna get shut down. That's a fucking terrible question to ask.
It's not like he's gonna be like, I hate them anyway.
Like, you fuck with them rights that they got, or what? What you think? That's a fucking wild question to ask.
No, I'm just giving them props for being a very conscious.
I'm just like drinking water.
She's shaking and shit. She's all nervous. It's fucking over.
He's just showing how ahead of the curve we are. I mean,
exactly. See, Delvon?
We're progressive.
Yeah,
no, but
why did you have to go there, Delvon? Think it was a bad thing.
It's my fault. This motherfucker said it. All right. I'm trying to protect the show. Hey, what you think about them rights that they got? Huh?
We're sorry.
There you go.
Here we go.
Are we?
This is
Supreme Architecture.
I was not expecting that.
Architecture.
damn. Anthony Church. Prop.
Ellen looked like she was ready to tell on everybody at every moment for anything at all. Ellen looked like she was just ready to report anything she saw to HR, to a manager, fucking everything.
That if that was in black and white, that would have been on The Ring, the little VHS they had. Where we're trying to figure out what it all means.
Oh shit.
Hey, that was fun. That was fun.
Yeah.
Enjoyed that.
And the beat on that one kind of reminded me of what's that band from back in like 1997 that they were in a mall and the guy had like a bucket hat on.
Oh, New Radicals?
New Radicals.
Yeah.
It reminded me of that. I don't know why, but it gave me New Radicals vibes. So first up, we had Ant.
Supreme architecture.
Oh, did you get anxiety from this?
No, but
a little bit.
I didn't this time. See, I can't make beats like that, so I have like a lot of respect for it because it's so difficult to do that style of production. I feel like, at least for me, anyways. I was never into that kind of mute. Like, what is that? Drum and bass.
Drum and bass. Yeah,
it's never my cup of tea, but I like it. I dig I respect the skill in there. You know, that shit's hard.
It's so funny because here in Vancouver, everyone does drum and bass. Like if you go to Loop Sessions, that's the style they go for.
Is there like a resurgence of that now? Because obviously it was big in the 90s, and I'm sure it never went away, but I just feel like I hear a lot more.
Kip Killigan still does it.
I guess youngsters are
Why is
listening
that
to
name
drum and bass.
familiar?
Kip Killigan, that's the homie. He's the mayor of Flagstaff, essentially. That's the homie.
Yeah.
Joined Avenue not long ago. I'm gonna be honest about this one. And I like Anthony Church. But I didn't hear enough getting done with this sample on this one. Do you know what I'm saying? It was too much of the original sample. Just kind of, I want you to do more with it. Because when you contrast it, and I'm not comparing it, it's just like how crazy this shit flipped. Listen to this. And it just goes left.
I think not only that, like, sorry to go back to Anthony Churches, but he set a bar for himself.
All right.
Yeah, Anthony, because he did. He's come in with some heavy fucking hitters.
Yeah, he's a well, it's like baseball, you know? He got on base.
Damn.
I could listen to that shit all day, though.
Right. But it was just too much of the original sample. I feel like I didn't hear the flip enough in it, especially from a cat who's that good, you know?
It's fucking Anthony Church roast session that's happening.
I know. Like,
it ain't always going to be nice.
Al became Timberland on the last.
Yeah.
What just happened?
Well, you know, shit. I think you could, flip it more. That's all. I'm not saying it sucks. I'm just saying
flip it more. Hey, all your equipment, just throw that shit out the window. You don't need it. You can't fucking make anything good with it anyway. So
somebody asked that too in season 1 of this. I think it was season 1. Like, could they just resubmit could they just take the sample, literally take 60 seconds of it and submit it? It's like, no, you got to fucking flip the beat. You got to like fuck with the drums and
do something.
But he did. He did. There was.
Hey. Yeah, I mean, devil's advocate.
Like, it gets murky. Didn't even do anything,
Some
and
of
then
us
he
didn't.
did.
Yeah.
Like RTC. I'm not saying me because I'm.
Damn, he looked up immediately when you said that.
He was like, huh?
I wasn't paying attention. I just heard my name.
And then RTC goes, I could listen to this all day because he's nice, He understands he didn't do the job, but he appreciates the
It's because he doesn't want to deal with the HR fiasco that you would cause by telling on all of the people involved in this conversation.
But HR is Bree, so like you're not really going to get in trouble. Bree just switched back on right now.
Hey, that shit was dope.
Oh, sorry,
that
shit,
Spot. That shit was, yeah.
What am I trying to say? I'm trying to say Pablo, and then I try to say Pablo.
That is Pablo.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Or Pablo, as I like to say.
Pablo.
Really good. He's going to be in the battle. So check that out for sure. This one, really good beat. I can't really play that video, though, because I'm absolutely going to have to go back. I wrote the time code down. Did I mute that?
Yeah. It sounded crazy because it just got dead silent.
Don't use copyright material in your video, because then I got to go back and I got to delete it. Sometimes I don't catch it, and then the video gets flagged. I got to delete the video, then I got to go back in and then edit it and then re-upload it. But that beat was the shit. I really like that beat.
Yeah, it was really good. It was good. The beginning of it, it reminded me of the video specifically reminded me of Delvon. Like, it just, you want to play it? Just
the video portion?
Yeah,
have him write it down to remove it again.
Yeah, I gotta write out the code. Yeah, no, I just pulled it out of the. I'm sorry, I just pulled it out of the thing. I'm an idiot.
It's not good. It was just like the guy was like choking, like that. Delvon right there.
He'll be doing a lot of that during the off season.
This is fly, man. That was pretty fun. I dug that shit.
Yeah, that's because he's fed our faces into the machine. Of course, the robots will know who we are when it comes time.
Right. They'll be like, "You make beats. You choke yourself."
Why would the robots say that? Hey, I just want to, as I'm loading up these beats, though, Anthony Church.
Can someone make an AI of RTC and Delvon riding the electric bull?
Please do this.
I'm glad there's going to be a few months before the show comes back, so no one's going to remember that shit.
I'm going to bring it up, man. I was in Fort Wayne, and I seen these two guys belly button on the bull.
Where's Fort Wayne? Is that Indiana? Fort Wayne?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fort Wayne.
I like how we traveled to a different state to make this happen. Like, that's how crazy this was. We both traveled out of state to ride a bull together.
Once in a lifetime bucket list shit.
Holy moly.
Fort Wayne.
Shawty, she be coming up the top, that's some good riddance. Yeah, whooping. Every time I sleep, brother, digging get a good witness. Yeah, drinks really good. Baby daddy wanna shape up the wood, and then mama we can pull up in the woods with it. Whoa. Midnight moon make your whole soul glow. Yeah, she my pals, me no poppy, yeah. Me no wanna hurt nobody, yeah. He just want my people thriving, yeah. Kill the cops and start a culture vultures. I'm learning to teach my kids about agriculture. FDA approving murder purpose. But this ain't the only thing that hurt us. We're really out supposed to serve a purpose. Bro, all we know we get bread, pull up, nigga, show me. Running up the check like some fucking roast. Ain't about to check, nigga, don't approach me. You know this ain't nothing new. The cops all cast, but slide on fool. Clap, then cha-cha real smooth. Get they PR on the news. Never got life, I've been burned with this, it's good. Got all this stack on me, the gym, I look. Me no so much energy, my big cousin. Stones on my bottom teeth, I put the screws in. That's your religion. Shit, we been dreaming since churn, been steady and turn up. Glass smeared up, rose turned up. Never got life, I've been burned with this, it's good. Got all this stack on me, the gym, I look. Me no so much energy, my big cousin. Stones on my bottom teeth, I put the screws in. That's your religion. Shit, we been dreaming since churn, been steady and turn up. Glass smeared up, rose turned up.
That shit is cold.
Yeah.
You remember back in the days when we used to rock roads and shit? Like nobody in the hood fucked with my shit.
Nice. So up front, we had...
Got life I've been burned with this is good. Got all the stack on me, the gym I look. Me no summers, and she might be cousin. Stones on my body.
Of course,
that was dope. That was dope. Smino. He's a dope rapper.
Oh, is he?
Yo, dude, Smino is ill.
I mean, like, I did enjoy that verse. That was tight. It was real good. I did enjoy. Blue Nose was the cat that freaked us the fuck out last week.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me the instrumental of that shit.
Yeah.
That is interesting, right? Because like a lot of times when you hear their flips, they're really good, and then it makes you want to hear, like, let me just hear the beat too. You know, like
no, on that specific one, I just want to hear the beat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well, why don't you send him an email? This was Gonzi. That shot
he's always killing it.
Top
like,
5.
Everything he does, I don't know if you guys feel this way, but for me, it sounds like I'm standing in front of a bodega or something, and like just the shit I'll see out in front of it, like just neighborhood, street, like the whole like New York vibe or whatever, like in that specific way.
Yeah,
not like any just specific corner store, hang out and the funny shit that happens there. But the shit was dope, man. That shit was fly.
Top 5.
With a chopped cheese and orange juice and some chips. That's what J-Lo said, remember? This kicks ass right here.
That pocket was
nice. I really like that shit. That was dope. Mr. Mind State. Hope because they started in this season, I hope they continue. And I'm saying they because it's just the way I talk. You know what's crazy about this is that was the scariest part of the sample, that kazoo part.
Yeah.
you know, because I was messing with it too, and I'm like, dude, I like this, but it's so abrasive. But this Loudtree like flipped. Like that shit's tight, dude.
Yeah, that was on some Mad Lib type feel. All that, love that.
It could be used for the scary parts of exorcism or something, you know, when shit goes wild.
But I have a new thing I want to do in life. I want to be a kazoo player in a band now.
Yeah,
yeah. I think I could do it.
Yeah.
You got to do the washboard too, at least.
Welcome, Steve.
Washboard kazoo player is fucking crazy.
Like you use the kazoo to play the washboard.
Yeah,
not
good. Yeah. Isn't it weird that a kazoo? First off, the name is ridiculous. You say kazoo after a while, it doesn't even sound like a real word. But kazoo, you're using it in a band, but it could come across that way in that song, the way they did it with the effect that they put on it in that record. It really turned it into something that I would never have thought. Like, damn,
it sounds like a socially acceptable way to call a group of people back in the 50s something.
Like a kazoo? Get out of here, you kazoo. Like
you weren't okay. Yeah.
Right, well. And then
there were two. Hey, it was two kazoos, belly button to belly button on the steer.
Yeah,
two of them.
There we were in Fort Wayne.
Kazooing each other.
Oh man,
one was laughing so hard, and their faces, boop, they booped together.
You gotta close it.
What? And then this is Disfunk. He's going to be in the battle as well. Really like his drum work too.
That was like some Adult Swim bump type shit right there.
Yeah, dude. That's true.
That was totally it right there, bro.
Listen, I want to readdress because I almost forgot. Anthony, I like your beat. I like your beat specifically. Don't you listen to these motherfuckers who are trying to antagonize us and make us beef. Okay, I love you. Also, thank you for joining the Beatcast. No, I just think we've said this before though with other people. If you don't flip the sample enough, that'll be one of the things that'll probably get called out. We're not just yesing everyone to death. You know what I'm saying? Anyone can get it.
This is a new Beatcast.
This is a new Beatcast.
Yeah, it's aggressive now.
We're down to our final few beats. We have 4 left, dude. It's over, and it's the end of the fucking season. Oh wait, final 5 because Bree. Could you throw Bree in there?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah,
I love you guys, man. I grew my beard out for this one. I love you guys. Shut up.
Shut up. I feel like I mean,
it just tickles me when Delvon does this.
Delvon has such opinions about it, but Delvon, we can see your neck through your big ass beard. You know what I'm saying? Unlike, if you look at, well, we can't even see
your whole face.
See your whole fucking face. If you look at RTCs, you can't see anything.
I keep it dark.
Bree's wearing fucking Beijing right now. That's what Bree's got on. Bree got Beijing on his chin.
Wearing turtleneck sweater.
Yeah, he's got
it's a hot ass room. He's wearing a turtleneck. That's hilarious.
But like Delvon, I mean, at the same time,
there's nothing underneath. There's nothing underneath.
There's nothing under. I mean, you could put a secret message under your beard. We're going to see the message.
That's good.
But Bree, can you please do the Beijing thing at least one day in season 5?
But he's got to come up like when he does it. I want that shit to be like right above his eyebrows.
Go nuts, dude.
You know that Atheon Crockett shit when he would make fun of Drake, where it would be like directly above his eyebrows. You need to do that. You need to look like fucking Spice Adams when he does it, where it's completely around his face.
I'll do it with you. If you come on the show with it, I'll do it too.
Season where Beijing is going to be the greatest shit of all time. I look forward to this.
Let's do it, man. We'll both come out here and just Beijinged up.
I'll buy this shit and send it to y'all. That's how excited I am about this.
I'm in. Let's do it. We're gonna do it. And then, and then RTC, can you do it up on the top? Actually, let's all do it. Elena, you put on the Beijing beard too.
Make her do a fade with her shit. That'll be ridiculous.
And then RTC, you gotta put the full top up there, like the whole, like fill in the cul-de-sac, dude. That should have been
I can see Atlanta right now, like should be like getting ready to be like what are you doing? Why is it so crazy?
Why is she
like first this, now this? What the fuck? So we change too fast.
Yo.
Wow. You think you know someone?
Oh my god.
Right. Yeah, I thought I knew you.
You're gonna get me in trouble.
Look, here we go.
Watch her look back.
I know. Who the fuck is this weirdo? Why you got so much Beijing in an art museum?
This is the bull riding music.
Season finale.
At the very end.
Yeah.
This one, man. Oh my god.
Soviet villain, right?
Yes. Top 5.
was out in France eating French toast, belt stab trench coat, pedal to the floor, whore the AMG Benz flow, Cartier lenses, Dior on my 10 toes. From the dirt I rose, plenty old to the end goal. I made apes whole, turn hoes to a money roll, double dough. The hustle left the cutties with a runny nose. I dealt with buyers and suppliers, seen the powder turn into a solid with the pirate on a fire. Been the flyers, ghetto Myers on my dick like I'm bread fires. She masturbate to the flyers, she admire. The devil can't stand inside the eye of the Messiah. Keep him in a hole, he never rise higher. Finesse you was the goal, you sold your soul to the Pied Piper. Shit I touch turn to gold, I'm a prime time rhyme writer. Out for the profit, got brolic pockets, fully invested in the product in the process. You're not this fly obnoxious, to the top rose a couple notches. King like Nas and 9-6, your novice. The drops will never be hot as my shit.
That was Doze Off.
That was a fucking perfect blend. That was perfect.
Didn't so Blue Nose and Doze Off? Didn't they do the last one? Was it like a collaborative?
They've done a few together.
Yeah. Those guys are good, man.
Yeah.
So let's start out with Bree.
Bree, the Beijing King.
You got the flip up.
Yeah, I fucking plucked that drum break.
Yeah, the flip up was the shit.
How much
Started
of that
out
is
all creepy, and then the switch up was really cool.
How much of that shit was yours, Al?
How much of that beat was mine?
Yeah.
But did you guys work on the? Was this the time you guys worked on the beat together?
Yeah, I did that beat.
Okay.
I was kidding. No, he was just that he was hanging out at the spot.
Okay.
Actually, shit, I didn't really like what I had going, and then I won't bore you with it, but I pulled it up, and then Bree's like, "I like your beat," so that I got to give you credit for encouraging me to continue. And then that is different than the one you showed me, though. That is a different.
Yeah, it because when I started playing it, I was like, that whole fear of playing the same part that everybody plays started to kick more. Mm-hmm. And then I did the second part, and I was like, I like that shit, but it didn't I don't know, the video I was working with, I was like, I don't know if that I gotta do something else, I gotta record more shit, and then I just started working with it more, and then just put them together. And that was it.
Yeah. Dude, that's been going on most of the show.
Oh, it has it?
Yeah.
Spit. He said beat hawk to spit on that.
We need that shirt now.
Holy shit, that's funny as fuck, dude. I didn't even realize they were saying that. That's fucking makes me happy.
Yeah, as soon as I look down.
He said beat hawk to.
That's a shirt. That is very much a shirt. I'm buying that sweatshirt. You do it, I'm getting it.
God damn it, man. People will fucking just. God damn it, that's perfect. Speaking of shirts, before we continue, we have shirts available at thebeatcast.com in the merch section, and now's a good time to pick one up. It's the end of the season. What the fuck? Some of these might be going away forever, so pick up your shirts, pick up your hats, pick up posters. There's all kinds of shit there. There's stickers. Get weird with it. There are posters, framed posters. You have one behind you. Yeah. And then, some of that will come down, and then some will be up next season. We got to do that, though, that while it's topical, that'll have to happen, huh?
Yes, definitely.
Beat hawk too. And then, this should get back, man.
So Villainy, right?
Yeah.
That was one of the ones I listened to that shit multiple times. Top 5.
It makes you wonder. Do you guys ever watch Kill Tony? The comedian cat sometimes?
I used to. I don't watch it anymore.
Well,
I know who he. I know
you don't talk about.
Yeah,
they'll have comedians.
How the show works and stuff. Yeah,
you get 1 minute of time to do your comedy or whatever if you get pulled out of the hat. And then, but occasionally, if you're consistently really good, they'll give you a golden ticket. We should do a golden ticket thing where some of these cats that just consistently submit beats that freak us the fuck out we'll just play your whole submission no matter how long it is. I mean, within reason,
I was like, you about to give someone an idea, bro. I have a 7-minute 4-hour beat.
Yeah. But you know what I'm saying? Just that way because there's an introductory, because there's got to be something for the OGs as well. Some of these cats have just been submitting really good fucking beats for a long time. Some kind of like golden ticket thing. You know what I mean?
Incentive.
You can ride a bull with the RTC.
You can ride a bull with RTC face to face.
I never rode a fucking bull in my life.
Come on,
never.
You will now.
You did.
Yeah.
What do you guys think of that?
That is the cover is very To Catch a Predator, but the beat is.
I like the stop pause pieces he had in there.
Yeah. I like the drum track that he used as well.
Yeah,
that's the way that the picture looks. That's Chris Hansen waiting at the fucking door for him.
Yeah.
He's
So
like,
you
"What?"
said that you wanted to meet her at a Circle K.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
A 12-pack and pizza? What's on your agenda?
They had 3 packs of condoms.
Yo,
hey, maybe them dudes be like, I just came to stop by. He's like, you're just taking your pants off.
Fucking cookies and lemonade. It's
Was
like
there one where dude just got completely naked?
Yes,
it was a couple of them that did some like weird shit like that.
Chris Hansen's like, "What are you doing?" And he's just like making a fool of himself.
And then they act all like, "Hey, what's up?"
Yeah. Like, my favorite is like they'll just go and shake his hand like he's the dad, and then they'll just have like a full conversation.
They're like,
fucking wild, man.
And then try to leave.
Yeah.
You say you're from Fort Wayne. You like to ride bulls.
I love how Indiana's catching all the flack for this shit. That's my favorite part about it.
Funk Soul. This was
really good. That one was dope as fuck. That might be my favorite.
That reminds me of, I know y'all know what I'm talking about. There's motherfuckers that they just think anything past 1998 is just bad automatically. That sounds like those type of people making music.
Like
they
old
just
head beats is what you're saying. Got it. So you're making you're taking shots at Funk Soul. Got it.
No,
okay.
it was dope. I liked it.
No, it's fine. You're calling them old.
I feel like you're taking shots at me.
Yeah. I feel threatened. That's fine.
You know the best. Hold up, real quick. The fucking best part about going out with RTC. So his girl is playing all of this different music. His ass was sitting on the fucking. There was like a couch. He was just sitting there and fucking just watching UFC highlights. And the whole time she looks over at him and she's like, "Do you know what this is?" And he's like, "No." I'm like, "Bro, this shit is like 11 years old. You've never heard this song before?" It was fucking great. It made me realize, like, even though there's shit that I don't like, I'm at least aware of it. RTC had never heard these songs before.
Like, what was it? Like, I kissed the girl and I like it. Like that.
Man, it would be shit like that. Like, fucking like Young Money songs that he
I don't know any
never heard in his life. I'm like, my guy.
Unless it's been on unless it's been like a TikTok or a real type, song.
Even the way he
like
just
that.
said TikTok was old as fuck. This is beautiful. These TikTokers. Yeah, it was fucking great, man.
I knew the juke.
That's one thing I can pride myself on is being staying somewhat culturally aware.
It's because you live in Chirac. That's why.
And also too, I got a 23-year-old. She like keeps me like
Don't do it.
pretty. We have some good conversations about shit.
I can imagine Bree be listening to Sexy Red and shit. The moment that we get off of this, like he just be banging all that shit.
Dude, I'm still my playlist has the same 4 songs, and it can be like 10 songs on it. Electric Relaxation, Fall in Love, Knock Champa, and Lucy Pearl song. It's like those fit into every single playlist. And I'm old. That's like 20 years old and shit.
Do you be looking forward to new music or like not so much? Are you one of those?
Me?
Either one of y'all, but
yeah, I do. Like this new the new Hiatus Coyote. I'm looking forward to Smino's new album. Smino is dope as fuck to me.
The new Common?
He's like progress. New Common with Pete Rock. I'm looking forward to that shit. I'm not so much into the Hit Boy's Father's album. But
that was a fucking shot. Oh man.
But him and Alchemist are doing the production. So the beats are pretty good beats. I just don't like the subject matter. It just
I keep up on beats like that, like the Griselda guys and stuff like that in that vein. Like I know all those albums. It's just the commercial stuff the
big hit. Oh,
no,
man.
don't feel bad because it's a lot of stuff that like anything on that BET award shit. Any of those people, I have no idea who the fuck they are. Like
You talking about like that freshman list and all that type of shit?
Yeah,
I read that. I didn't know any of those names at all.
Yeah, man. Yo, there was 2 of them that I knew. The rest of them, I was like, I have no fucking clue. And then someone else made a follow-up list to that, and I knew nobody on the other list. I was like, God damn, I guess I've reached that age. I thought I was up to date, but I am not.
I'm like, Lil Yachty is still a freshman to me, and I'm like, and he's been around.
He's been around for like fuck yeah.
Yeah,
go ahead, Al. I know Al's trying to wrap this shit up. We're talking about other shit.
Big to the flyers, she admire. The devil can't stand inside the eye of the Messiah. Keep him in a hole, he never rise higher.
That Rome Street shit, man, that was a fucking perfect blend right there. That's a Griselda dude, if y'all didn't know that.
Doze Off and Blue Nose, I feel like, are some of quite a few like standouts this season that have just like really
absolutely consistently too.
Yeah, exactly, consistent. Where are they from? Do we know?
I actually don't know.
My fucking laptop just died, so I can't help y'all if they say something.
They're from Fort
Wasn't
Wayne.
it Australia?
Fort Wayne, and now they're not going to watch it.
Oh yeah, we don't offended Fort Wayne, so it's over now.
They're like, we're out of here.
Is Fort Wayne even country?
Technically, like no, but it's like Fort Wayne is like Bakersfield to California to me and to LA. Like
a little more
it's a
small rural.
It's a small town, but like it has like some diversity, a little bit of diversity. Like all those towns in Indiana have like a sprinkling of like poor black and white people. Like, and it's like rural and it's like weird. But like Fort Wayne, South Bend, all those places. It's like 4 hours from here.
Well, with that, we conclude season 4 of the world famous Beatcast. I don't know. Thanks everybody for hanging out with us, all the new and old subscribers and viewers alike. All the people in the chat for all the support that you've given through just conversation, laughs, music, your time, your likes, your posts, your reshares, you know, all the shit where you like shared it in a text thread, or you told a friend, or you're about to get arrested by a police officer and you say, hey, you ever heard of the Beatcast? And then you break the fuck out of there, you know, while they're like looking at it on their phone, like, what's this?
And thank you for not canceling us.
Thank you for not canceling us. Thank you for not reporting us. Thank you to Fort Wayne. No, I was kidding. Anything you guys would like to add?
No,
yes. Consistency award goes out to my favorite in this for this season, Noctimus. Your shit, like all season, dude, like has been real dope. And the biggest standout for me from the season was Ben Hayes. That shit like resonated.
This is really good.
You know, really dope. But number 2 on the consistency was EXG. He rocked it all summer. He did really well. So those 2 stood out for me for the entire season of just like, you know, consistency and like stepping their game up as well. Too.
And Ben Hayes is from Vancouver, so that's pretty cool.
Yep.
Nice.
So those 2 dudes, those guys.
Yeah, shout out to all the Beatcast veterans, all the newbies, you know, the ones that have been around for a couple seasons too. You know, obviously without your guys' support, we wouldn't be here. I think Al covered all that, but it's true. You know, without y'all, we wouldn't be here. We'd be just talking to ourselves.
Yeah.
And that's not a bad thing.
Follow and support everybody's music that's involved.
Oh, yes. Definitely
push, you know, everyone helps everyone else out. Support releases, you know, buy shit, buy merch, buy music, you know, bump their shit, support it.
Talk to them in the Discord.
It's really good.
Go to the Discords and talk to them.
Discords.
The Discords.
I'll be honest, our Discord is dead, but we could revive. It's there if you need.
Keep talking about it, and you know we have more people that are around and new people.
I blame Messi. It's because you always go in our Instagram.
You know, so the battle is July 14th. So come check that out again. Here's the bracket. If you're seeing this in the future, it's probably done, and you can watch the replay at youtube.com/the Beatcast. And if you like, join our Patreon. This is the radio show that Elena was alluding to, that we're going to do a part 2 to this. If you have new beats, by all means. Oh, sorry. If you have new beats, get us those. It has to be on Spotify, but get us those songs on, DM them or something like that, so we can. Or no, we have a section on our Discord. So go to our Discord and add your songs so we can put them into part 2 of this radio. This shit gets a lot of plays. Like, still,
it does. A lot of my I'll look at my Spotify plays. A lot of them come from that playlist.
So definitely, let's continue that and get that done. There's a bunch of sample packs available now, all the way from 1 a.m. to all the way up through the new one that's about to drop, which brings me to that point. Right after the show, RTC put together a sample pack that I have, and that'll be dropping shortly after the show. So sometime, because there's going to be no sample after the show. Everyone can collectively cry together. No sample after the show, but there'll be a sample pack. Outside of that, pick up some merch.
Zilla says let's do some more koala workshops. Let's all now that the summer will be over, kids are going back to school, things will be a little easier. We can work on getting some more of those workshops going. We did do a koala one back in the day with Remy, and I know Tatsu had some interest in heading one up, so we should definitely do that in the off season too.
100%. And we did do a machine one recently.
Yeah, we just did the machine one. We got to get a NPC one going too.
Yeah. Well, shit. I think that's about it. So sample pack will drop after the show at some point before too long. Within a few hours. Anything else we want to add, or is that it?
I think that's it.
It's been a beautiful time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys. Look forward to next season. Lots of bull rides.
Lots of Beijing.
Cacaws.
There is and next season, shout out to Beatbox for sponsoring the Beatcast. Thank you to our current sponsor, Mixwell, for all of your support and everything like that. We do appreciate everything. And with that,
giveaway.
No, I think the giveaways are given away.
Okay,
gone.
Okay,
but with that, we will see you next season. Goodbye.
Yeah, y'all.
But I warm 1, 2, 2, 1, 2. I even made up a song. If you don't think it's not silly. It's wonderful. It's something that you can do for yourself. This is what you want to do for yourself. You can get out there, get on your own, take your own money that you earn each and every day, and go out and get healthy while you're doing it.